If you're a man who's in a relationship with a woman, it's highly likely you don't understand why she's got a bit of a chip on her shoulder. You might have heard me discuss the analogy that a woman is very similar to a cup with a hole at the bottom, literally and metaphorically, that is constantly draining out of emotional care, love. And the more you fill her with love, care, connection, trust, security, safety, the more the cup fills, but the hole at the bottom means that it's always leaking out. And when she's on empty, she has nothing more to give. There's no way to really interact with her in a healthy way. Now, is it your responsibility to constantly fill someone else's cup? Not necessarily. It's not your obligation to create happiness for someone else or to make sure that they're happy, including if you're her husband. But it's nice to, and it helps to. It's not your job to make her happy. It's not your job to keep her happy. But I do believe that if you want to have resonance when you're living with a woman, sleeping with her, wanting to be intimate with her, and wanting her to share her body with you, that you have to keep filling that cup. This may sound exhausting to a lot of men, and probably the first few times that you do this, it may feel completely befuddling. Are you just running around complimenting her all the time, checking in? I don't know what it is about human nature, but we always seem to have the worst way of implementing something first. So when men hear, I need to fill her cup more, okay, maybe he goes and buys her some things, and then he asks her questions like, are you okay? How are you feeling? How's your day? Is everything all right? And that sort of badgering line of questions does not do much. What it does is actually just put her in her head and make her think, well, how am I doing? Am I fine? Why is he asking me this? Do I not seem fine? Is there something wrong? Women always evaluate things on many different levels. They don't just hear, are you okay? Yes, I am. All good. Okay, let's move forward. So filling a woman's cup is not about check-ins. It's not about endless, pointless compliments. You're so pretty. You're so beautiful. You look good. Is everything okay? Do you need anything? Can I do anything for you? How's your day? It is not a verbal line of questions. It's not going to the store and spending money. Although coming up with thoughtful gestures for a woman is often something that will make her feel cared for, loved, and appreciated. I found this plant. It reminded me of you. I know how much you love plumerias or orchids, so I bought you one. Where should we put it? Should we pick out a vase for it together? Let's water it. Let's research how to take care of it. This type of getting involved with her is how you make her feel cared for and loved, and how you'll hear me keep referring to this idea of filling her cup. When it's constantly draining out, this is a very frustrating thing for, I think, anyone to come to terms with. Who in their right mind would fill something over and over again that has a hole in it? You want to plug the hole. One of the easiest ways is to give her attention. Attention is currency. It has actual physical value for a woman. And unfortunately, a lot of women these days are getting their cups filled from other men, from other people, and from other strangers by having people like their photos or stare at them, or have people comment on their posts and reels, or simply by walking around looking sexy and having all eyes on them as they just march around the mall or store. Now, there is something to be said for that kind of woman who is constantly looking for reward, dopamine, and fulfillment through external validation. If you're married to, or in a committed relationship with, or even dating someone who's like that, a lot of that falls on her. There may not be something that you can do to get her to appreciate your validation and attention. It's a two-way street. However, if most of the time you're doing nothing to fill her up, it makes sense, it's understandable, and it's reasonable why a woman would seek validation and attention elsewhere. And I don't mean sleeping with someone else, I just mean eyeballs on her. Social interaction, drinks at the bar, going out with her girlfriends, getting all dressed up to go to the gym, getting all dressed up to go to the mall or run some errands. So if you're a man trying to figure this out, all you have to do is evaluate. Do you give her attention? Are you filling her cup on a regular basis? Or did you tell her once 14 years ago that you loved her and that was enough for you? And unfortunately, I've had over the last 10 years or so, several clients like this who think this way. You might be a man who simply cannot get your brain around the idea that if I told you 15 years ago or 5 years ago that I love you, I shouldn't have to tell you again now, much less every day. If I, as the man, am totally happy and content spending time with you, being in your company, I'm choosing you over other women, why do you need all of this extra stuff? I guarantee that if you are a man, you've had some thoughts like this before, but some guys have this really in the extreme, and it is doing you zero favors for your sexual, intimate, loving relationship with your female partner. If you are justifying in your head repeatedly that you don't need to do anything now because you're constantly referencing the things you did in the past, the cruise you took in 2018, the vacation you took when you first met, the way things used to be when you first got together during the first couple years. It's as though some people's minds get stuck in the romance phase, and then once they're out of it, they spend the entire rest of their life wondering what happened. You stopped pursuing her, you stopped courting her, you stopped giving her attention, making her feel loved, showing her love, giving her care, being sensual, being playful, being flirtatious, being sexy, being assertive, being confident, being dominant, etc. The list goes on and on. So if you're a guy and you want to fill your partner's cup and you want this to lead to more intimacy, you have to do things that aren't specifically sexual and needy, showing that you want sex from her. You don't do good deeds. I cleaned the house, so I picked up the trash, so I put away the kids' clothes, so can we get to the good stuff? Women are very interesting creatures. When young, attractive women are in Las Vegas or at a party or on vacation or in Cancun, they don't need someone to pick up their children's toys in order to have sex with a man. They don't need someone to do them favors and take them places and buy them things in order to sleep with someone. In fact, they don't really need much of anything to allow themselves to behave in a certain kind of way. If you want to bring that side out of her in a long-term relationship where she's used to you and comfortable with you and feels safe with you, then you need to do something beyond the status quo of just showing up. Just existing in a relationship, having normal interactions, does precisely zero to turn a woman on and make her feel excitement or desire or want to be with you. And men have a heck of a time understanding this. She can be sitting on the couch, and if her breasts are out or exposed or look good or she's not wearing a bra, suddenly we have spontaneous desire to be intimate with her. In fact, most men sitting around to women just look lazy. So if all you do is just take care of the kids, you work hard, you're a good husband, you're just doing the normal things, it's not really filling her cup, but it's not keeping it from draining out too quickly either. All right, so in conclusion, what are some things that actually work? I think it's an energy thing. And whether you believe in that or not, you've got to come to terms with the fact that when you walk in a room, there's a vibe. Can you not tell instantly when she's in a mood? Can you not tell instantly when she's annoyed and irritated? And most men are like, oh my God, I'm not going near her. Instead of backing away and waiting for her to come around, lean in. And that doesn't mean, what's wrong? What's wrong? Oh, looks like you're upset. I'll give you some space. This is not filling her cup. Genuinely showing interest or helping bump her emotions up by saying, you look like you need a walk, or why don't we go to dinner tonight? Or why don't you lay down over here? I'll rub your shoulders or your feet or give you a full body massage. Babe, you look tired. I'll go pick something up, or I'll cook. I'll take care of it. Things like this where you notice and you don't have to put it on her to have to think and ask and run through her mind this list of things and how does she express it. Especially if she's mad at you or frustrated with you, she's not going to want to rock the boat further. Sincere compliments over time are also going to work. Wow, you look incredible today. Wow, I love this color on you. Is that chartreuse? Yes, silly playful things where you notice details, or she just had her nails done, or she just colored her hair, or she tried something different, and you draw attention to it and you say it looks nice, and then you do something about it, like, come here, let me kiss you, let me touch you, let me feel this gorgeous, beautiful wife of mine, let me get my hands on you. Have moments like that where you interact with her and you pop her emotions. You'll see it in her eyes right away. You know, I've had the privilege to be triangulated with couples where both of their attention is on me, and I see women's response, whether I say it or their partner says it, something that gets her excited. Her eyes dilate and get wider. You see her get excited. She'll look at him or me. There'll be a responsiveness in her body that you can visibly see. It's not hard when you know what to look for. Authentic compliments, taking action on your own and making the situation better instead of leaving her isolated. Truly listening to her, but not necessarily letting her go on and on for 2 hours. Guiding, leading, directing, moving. Yes, helping around the house, taking her out on dates, noticing her, complimenting her, checking in with her, getting your hands on her, and telling her you love her are all things that help her feel seen. Now, if you're curious how to take things to the next level, which is the sexual level, some women do not respond ideally to sweet, loving, gentle, delicate things, and you have to be a little bit more assertive, aggressive, confident, dominant, etc., and even make her feel uncomfortable in a sexy, delicious way. If you want to learn more about how to do that, you can visit closeness.com or book a private with me, and we'll get you all sorted out. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.